Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello, how's everybody doing out there? Talking shit Tuesday after a day off. Yesterday we are back. Day off at lunch, but yesterday I spent all day, 9 to 5 on the dyno, doing work on the ZR1. Got a lot of work in, got a lot of data, got video. It will air tomorrow, 5 p.m. 40 minutes of ZR1 sound, data, dyno pulls, talking, tech. It's good stuff. Maybe not as detailed as some of you might want in terms of like the nitty gritty, but the general sense of what I was going through and experiencing and trying to do comes across nicely in the video. Today, we're going to talk a little shit, especially when it comes to drag and drive drama. And again, only the ones that know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll also talk about F1 saying we're never going to go fucking electric. Bentley stopped making W12s. It's going to be a good time. But before we do that, before we get way too into the weeds, as always, we'd like to thank the sponsors. That's right. We got all the sponsors here today that support the show. We got DNA High Performance, the title sponsor for the Tuesday Talking Shit episode. Today, $100 off anybody that mentions the show and a purchase over $1,000. So if you buy some VMSs, if you buy some welds, if you buy a fuel system, you mention the show, bam, $100 off. Just like that. Today, we got Ultimate Header, ultimateheader.com. Hopefully they start making some small block Ford 351 headers. We'll see. Ultimateheader.com now offering S197 headers. Calimer Transmission. Calimer is looking for broken MT82s. If you have a broken MT82 you'd like to sell him as a core, and not for $1,000 either, hit him up. Ben Calimer, Calimer Transmissions on Instagram. 2 Auto Solutions, Rami Zaidan, 2 Auto Solutions. We're going to get some ported blower action going on the ZR1 via 2 Auto Solutions. Thank you very much for being a sponsor. PMAS, Nick James PMAS, proving to the people out there that elbows at the end of your MAP sensor can be a problem. Nick James. We got Parts Farm, partsfarm.com. He's into the Z06 game now. C7 Z06 owner. Trying to figure out why the fuck does 1.7 blower suck so much? He'll figure it out. And Oh My God Cookies, another coffee and cookie giveaway. Wow. Jam-packed with sponsors, jam-packed with giveaways, jam-packed with a little bit of everything. This show kind of has it all. So before we get to it, we say hi to the people here. We allowed the pours back in to make it a little more interesting. We got Oscar AA, says Dima La Flores, Fresh Pastelazo, 2000 MCR, Paul Ponthieu, Brandon M, Andy Ali, The Wolf, Harley Takwache, Black Cap, Oscar AA again, Ancient Orange, TJ Sikorsky, Monty, 540, says nice to be back, RoboStyle, Richard, Bryson Witt, your headers are on the way. I forgot to get you the tracking info, but we'll get that. Anthony, back Tacoma, D-Rock Fox, 305, F-150, what's up? Poppin' Theo Alex, 1050, Mendoza's, I smell butthurt. Douche did it again, Melissa, the prettiest lady with the cookies, Anthony Dunn, 523, Matt 760 in the house, half bolted on your average C6Z, Torque and Beans, Savage, Irving, 0708, It's My Lifestyle, what's up everybody? Joe Swish, Anthony, Evan Smith getting the dyno ready, Jason Ventimiglia, Brian 03 Cobra, Johnny Boy, Abel, Scott and Isaiah, Crown Victoria, Victor Reyes, Lupe, Max Boosley, Boosley's great, Justin Harshman, half bolted on, JD, Swag and Fast, Hippo, ZL1. So apparently there is a little bit of drag and drive drama. It's some YouTube stuff, some tuner talked about it on Facebook. And it reminded me that there's a contingent out there that dislikes YouTubers. And I understand that. I guess I understand it. Do I agree with it? No. And of course I don't agree with it because theoretically I'm a YouTuber, right? Like I'm on YouTube, I make money, but I'm also a tuner and I race once in a while. So I would never say I'm a racer. I would never say I represent the racer. I think the drag and drive drama or the dislike for drag and drive comes from NPCs, non-playable characters, right? I think the drag and drive stuff is a slippery slope because you are providing Exhibit A to the EPA. If you want to know about the participants, what they have going on drag and drive events, what's in their vehicle and their company's name, all you got to do is open Sick the Mag. All you got to do is grab a Sick the magazine And in there, they spell out the participants, what's done to their car, where they're from, and what company they represent. So that is my issue with drag and drive events. I look at it from both sides. I go, shit, this is cool for the community. YouTubers can make money because it's content. Sick the Magazine can get content. And racers, as you saw, Coyote guys, LS guys, which an LS won the whole thing in his S10. It's a 400 cubic inch LS. And everyone that's a 14 to 20 second car can get a little notoriety, get a little known. But the problem is with being known in public, it also puts you smack dab in the middle, a target on your back if the EPA decides to really get after it. And as you've seen, they are not letting off the gas pedal, so to speak. They're still out there sending letters. They're still out there threatening people. They're still out there not raiding per se, but what they're doing now is they're sending you a letter saying, we know you exist. We know you operate in a certain fashion. We are watching you. So if I was an EPA agent, I'd go to my bookstore and grab a Sick the Mag magazine and go, all right, I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to hit him up. All of these cars were built after the Clean Air Act was introduced. And that's my issue with it. But I think other people don't like the fact that YouTubers use the event for quote unquote clout chasing. Okay. If there was an event, let's say there's 5 drag and drive events and all you want to do is drag and drive. That is 5 weeks of racing you can do. And let's say there's 3 to 5 drag and drive events a year and you build a drag and drive car, period. You have so much racing in the summer, it's not even funny. So as a YouTuber, you literally have 5 times 5, 25 potential episodes of content that you can monetize. So some successful YouTubers can go out there and say, I have made $60 to $70 to $125,000 just on the drag and drive coverage. Sick the Mag gets content. Sick the Mag gets mentioned in the YouTuber stuff. More people race. More money comes to an event. More asses in seats because you guys want to see your favorite racers. Let's say racers from other classes see that the money is in drag and drive. Oh, let me just build a drag and drive car, get out of this X275 class, get out of this class, and make a basically extended true street car. Badass. So people might look at that and go, well, they're just building a clout car. I understand your thought process. I don't agree with it. Again, I'm a nobody, so who cares about my opinion? If you criticize people for building a $200,000 to $300,000 car to race it over a week, and let's say they average a low 7, high 6, or 850, 850 class to me is right where I would look at if I was to ever do drag and drive. But I feel weird about joining a drag and drive event because you're advertising to the EPA that you are driving on the street with a race car and you basically hand them the case. Here you go. All they have to do is turn on 50 YouTube channels, buy the magazine, turn on Tom Bailey's YouTube channel, and EPA goes, need I say more? And we all understand that those cars do not make a fuck all of a difference in terms of the carbon in the atmosphere, but the optics are the problem. So we'll talk about it. We'll also talk about F1. The CEO of F1 said, we're never going to go electric. And we'll talk about it right now. Let's get to it before we get too into the weeds. So F1 CEO says, we'll never go electric. Okay, this is from thedrive.com. Formula One is global circus of petroleum and performance and cannot blah, 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 blah. The CEO says we'll never go electric, said Domenico, he's Dominican? Shit. Domenico in an interview with Italy's magazine, said that F1 will hedge its future on clean zero emissions petrol. Wow. That is reportedly developing for an anticipated 2026 rollout. He said that economically and industrial inertia would favor net zero fuels over a battery boom. He's right. Which is widely questioned due to what it would require for the global mining industry. Correct. The mining is the issue with the electrification future. F1's disinterest in batteries as an energy source is likely not just based in anticipation of carbon neutral fuels. As we explained in 2021, there aren't even any theoretical, commercially available batteries that can store enough energy to complete an F1 Grand Prix as we know it today. Dogmatically adhering to the battery power would force F1 to compromise on a race format. Car pace, safety, none of which are imaginable for a sport so entrenched in its internal combustion engine, synthetic fuels. Meanwhile, let F1 avoid risky changes could compromise its prospect as an entertainment product. Correct. If you were to say, we're going electric, nobody will watch F1. It is just that simple. Nobody will watch F1 if you electrify it. Just look at Formula E, the most uninteresting racing you will ever see. You don't have the curves, you don't have the sound of the engines, you don't have the shifting, you don't have the downshifting, you don't have the smell, you don't have anything. It is an auditory, sensory overload when you see these cars getting after, even through television, when they show the in-car camera of an F1 car going through the Saudi Arabia, I think it's a Qatar or Saudi, I don't know. It's beautiful. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So if you were to electrify that, no one would give a fuck. Then you can't see what Toyota has going on. Then you can't hear Ford's Red Bull car breakdown. Then you can't hear what Mercedes has going on, Honda, Ferrari. All that goes away if you electrify it, and no one gives a shit after it's all said and done. Then you hear that Bentley says, yeah, we're done making W12s. Bye. They're going to concentrate on 6s and 8s, I think. Maybe some 4s. So maybe F1 can be the last one standing against this, be the innovator, because look, they, in my opinion, are the future. What happens in F1 today, you see similar things 5 to 10 years down the road end up in production cars. So hybrid technology has been around a long time. Super high revving, small displacement motors with turbos. Just that furthers all of the development, and the manufacturers see that, and they eventually bring that to the production vehicle. Not your minivan, but like the McLaren stuff. You see what McLaren has done with their vehicles, and you could see where some of that stuff was vetted using some of their racing programs. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk a little shit. Have you heard about the drag and drive drama? What do you think about F1 saying fuck electrification 100%? It'll never happen under his watch. By the way, something super weird happened today. I sold my white car. So I sold my white car. The guy picked it up. Nice guy. Easy deal. I put the cash away already. It's done. But then I go on Facebook, and 5 years ago today, I sold my black car, and I didn't even know that. Like, it was so freaking weird to see this. It was the weirdest thing. February 21, 2018. I did not plan this. It just happened. Oh, there she goes. And there you go. So it was interesting to see that I sold my white car and my black car literally 5 years apart. Really, really weird. Okay, we'll get to your comments and talk some shit about the whole situation. Alex, catching up on slang, says, my dick long. You talking about Scott Clark, Real Tuners? Yeah, he was the one that mentioned it, and I think he was on the Drag and Drive Facebook group. I'm not in there, but I heard he was just not happy for some reason, and I heard about the drama, but again, honestly, like, who gives a shit? If there's YouTubers there, who cares? Like, you watch the Drag and Drive on YouTube. So why wouldn't YouTubers be on Drag and Drives? Drag and Drives is such a cool event, but makes no sense with the way things are going with the EPA. Exactly my thought. I support it as a racer, but I fear for the future of the participants self-snitching. Drag and Drive is cool as hell. Sick week guys acting like NASCAR guys. If you get $70,000 for Section, hey, that's an additional fund for the juicy down payment of a house. Crown Victoria Lifestyle says, can we make our own Crown Vics again? But Alex, I'm in a non-emission state, and that's the crazy thing. Alex dry snitching right now. How am I dry snitching? All you have to do is pick up Sick the magazine. I guess that's dry snitching, but I'm not the one printing this shit up on an article and say, hey, pick this up, and there it is. There are going to be 25 Drag and Drive events this year, I think they said. Kind of hilarious. They wanted the Coyote kicked out of its class. I think what happened in that situation is the other person was so far behind that the guy that was leading the class, they tried to protest him by saying he had a one-piece front end, and he said, technically I have a two-piece front end. Matter of fact, I can chop up the nose and the fenders, it'll be a four-piece front end, and I'll still run the same fucking number. It was interesting. Without monetizing it, there'd be no one doing drag and drive event. Imagine the ZR1 in an 850 class when you're done with it. I don't think that ZR1 will ever be in a drag and drive. That is nutty, because look, I see that as a car that I covet. But if in 10 years that is worth big money, that bitch gone too. Fuck it. Everything can go. Thanks for the welcome back. Here's some poor people money, and he didn't pay. Love it. Pay the EPA membership fee, and you'll be environmental. We'll be fine. Exactly. No, he's Italian. Hello, everyone. Look at how big of a dud Formula E is. And you know, you're right. Formula E to me is such a big dud, but I am a fan of electrification for the power output, not to mandate it to clean the planet. That is such a stupid way of thinking of electrification, where you're like, I want to make sure the planet's clean. So let me drill massive holes in it, have a bunch of African kids mine cobalt with their fucking bare hands and rocks, and I'm going to virtue signal to everyone in San Francisco that I'm better than you because I drive an electric car. It's just so... And then the best manufacturer of electric cars is like slightly right-wing. So you must have a crazy thing going on in your head if you're a super loony lefty, that you're like, I want to virtue signal that I love the planet, but I hate Elon Musk. Like, what do you do then? Buy a Chevy Cobalt? Or no, I'm sorry, Chevy Volt? Psycho. I thought the drama about the two-piece front end green Mustang was funny. I don't know who protested it. Let's give it up. Who protested the car the Coyote car that was leading the, I don't know, street, whatever the fuck class. I don't know the classifications. Who protested it? I want names. I need a transmitter shop. Hit up. Oh, okay. Hi, Alex and fellow Amory, says B. Levesh. Alex, can Predators make 1,000 with bolt-on? Stock bottom end, stock blower, stock trans? Yes, yes, and yes. Rami Zaidan's, well, you got to port the blower. You have to put like a 2.3 pulley in the bitch. But yeah, you can make 1,000 with bolt-ons pretty easily with the 85. I was hoping you'd carry the white car into the 9s, like you almost did with the black car. Everything you're doing is interesting, but basic stock motor stick car is nowhere on the street level. I get that, but at the same time, this was my issue, Isaiah Davila. If I was gonna put axles, a drive shaft, and a complete rear suspension on the car, I was risking blowing shit up to chase a 9. Could I have done it? I think so, no problem. But then what? So I run a 9. What are you proving? Many people have run 9 stick, and it's literally not that impressive. Like, it's not that impressive. Why don't I do it? Because I don't want to spend $2,100 to $2,200 on axles, another $1,100 on a drive shaft, then get a drag pack to run 9s, and then what? Then what? Where do I go? Then the car's got to get sold. Why not sell it while it's still a very comfortable street car? Stock drive shaft, stock axles. That thing is smooth on the highway. No NVH from the drive shaft. Everything is just nice. Pump gas, driving from here to California and back with no issue. That's worth it to most people, whereas a 9-second stick shift car is worth it to like half or a quarter of the amount of people that would just want a nice street car. He even said it weighed more than stock fenders and bumper. Peasants are back, and this should be interesting. Do you rather shop at AZ or OR? 15 days away from the Dark Horse logo. Tervis said it wasn't the grassroots spirit of the class to have a one-piece front end. He didn't say that. There's no way he did. There's no way he said that. There's no way. And again, one-piece front end. Like, tell me how him unbolting the fenders from the nose and the hood would make him run slower. That's, if anything, a maintenance thing, right? Like, you take the front piece. Let's say you have the stock fenders and the stock nose are able to come out as one piece because you bolt them all together so that you can conveniently reach everything in that car to service it quickly. Well, that's just an advantage of servicing. How is that a competitive advantage in racing? I don't understand how that's a competitive advantage in racing. Without porting the blower, can you reliably though? What is this reliably stuff? Why do you want to know? Tell me what's the big deal about porting versus non-porting that makes you think it's a reliability issue. Like, you're not going to blow up the blower because you've ported it. And again, why are you, okay, you're saying reliable. Then why are you talking 1,000 horsepower? Why are you talking 1,000 horsepower and reliability? The moment you double effectively the output of any motor, reliability goes out the window. So why are you even talking about reliable and effectively doubling the horsepower of the vehicle? That makes no sense. James Perry says, in for like, internet sucks at home. Can the new GT500s go low nines with bolt-ons? What is this guy's problem? Are you going to say then reliably? Most bolt-on GT500s go low nines. You just have to be willing to boost it to death. If Tervis had a one-piece front end, he would have those fender gaps slowing them down. Aerodynamics maybe, but not that big of a deal. Everyone wants 1,000 horsepower, but nobody wants 1,000 horsepower problems. Because they're not reliable at that power. I heard they are. What is happening here? See what happens when you let poor people in? Nothing is reliable when you double the output of anything. Nothing is reliable when you double the horsepower. Who told you that it is reliable? Define reliable. You know what's reliable? Stock. Yeah. Bone stock motherfucker on pump gas. 650 horsepower to the wheel. Done. There's your reliability. 1,000 and reliable makes no fucking sense. See what happens when you let peasants in? Shit goes downhill fast. Heavy hitters stop trying to drag race the GT500. The DCT isn't suited for GT500. Peasant questions are coming in. 1,000 wheel horsepower, daily reliability questions. Exactly. I told you guys there was a reason I left it at members only. But now we're going to talk to peasants on a Tuesday. Confusing reliability with drivability. Only people who talk about car being reliable at 1,000 horsepower are people who don't have the funds to build it. Obviously, you're pushing the stock limits. You want reliability? Yeah, okay, says 2SSRS. Correct. If you are a guy that buys a GT500 and you want assurance that it will not blow up at 1,000 horsepower, guess what, motherfucker? That car is not for you. Because if you want 1,000 wheel horsepower, reliability is gone. And no tuner worth anything will tell you, sure, it'll live forever at 1,000 wheel. I guarantee it. Go ahead and guarantee 1,000 rear wheel horsepower GT500s with a DCT will have no issue. What a psycho thing to say. Imagine telling somebody a Coyote at 850 wheel is reliable. When NA Coyotes sometimes blow up, reliability starts going away as soon as you start modding the car. When you modify or throw in reliable out the window, reliable and fast don't go together. I'm waiting for rain mode guys to chime in. Izzy R says, poor people want 1,000 horsepower, but fill up at Walmart. Oh my God, thank you. My ticket system is full of guys that say reliable, daily driver, 1,000 horsepower, pump gas. It is Peasant Tuesday. There is no such thing as reliable in 1,000 horsepower anywhere in history, period. Unless it's Bugatti. What color is your Bugatti? Okay. Guess what reliability costs, bro? $1 million. That's right. An 8-turbo ass motherfucker, all-wheel drive Bugatti. There's your reliability at 1,000 horsepower. Oh, I don't got $2 million. Well, there goes that. Well, yeah, I know pump gas is for poor people. No, you're talking reliability. Reliability is for poor people. I repeat, reliability is for poor people. Do you know those guys that run drag and drive? Do you think they go, when a car blows up at 50 PSI, a car that is capable of 630s, 640s, and it shoots a rod and it orbits the fucking earth. Do you think they go to the pits and go, oh, why the hell did that happen? No, they go, yep, that's about right. Yeah. It's a 400 cubic inch LS. I'm not surprised I shot the fucking rod through the moon. Fuck it. Yeah, because they don't go, hey, Steve Morris, so, like, we're running 3,800 horsepower. Can you explain to me how that could have happened? No. So if you have 1,000 horsepower GT500, you shouldn't ask about anything being reliable. And if you can't replace the motor, you shouldn't be living at 1,000. I repeat, if you cannot replace the motor, you should not be living at 1,000. I'm poor, says Jason. Want reliability? Get a Toyota. Andrew Tate. What color is your Bugatti? If you're gonna mod it to that extreme, you got to be ready for things to break. Better have a few hundred bucks for a tow truck too. And Bugatti parts are on time service interval. There's your reliability. Bugatti $25,000 tires and $10,000 oil changes. Ford is in the bottom 5. I simply asked you because I've heard otherwise. Okay, go yell at people who told me they're reliable at 900 horsepower. Common sense. The real Texas. Of course, the Texas. Whoever tells you that the GT500 is reliable at 900 horsepower is fucking lying to you. Just because they haven't heard about a lot of them blowing up does not mean it's not happening. Oh, my list and is full of GT500s that fucking chuck a rod, that the snout flies off the bitch, blower locks up. Why don't you hear about it? Because it's embarrassing. Because you don't want to be that guy that experiences a potential issue at what you think is low horsepower. Wait a minute, nobody else is blowing their shit up. And meanwhile, as a tuner, everyone's blowing up. NA guys blow up. Turbo guys blow up. Blower guys, all blowers, Paxton, Whipple, Edelbrock, they all blow up. They've all blown up. Everyone's on steroids. Everyone. Every single combination has blown up. Just because you don't hear about it blowing up does not mean it's not happening. I wonder if ProCharger setup is reliable. Right. Like, ProCharger is going to look at you and go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. We've never heard of our blowers ripping the fucking crank off the bitch. Well, I will show. All I have to do is go to my list and type in ProCharger broken crank, and I will have no less than 100 hits on the Zendesk ticket system. Well, it's because London's tuning the snout different. Oh, I forgot to hit ++ on the snout crank reliability button. Fucking stupid. GT500s that blow up probably have an owner that got replacement parts on deck. I love people who come up with other questions asking knowing the answer that so they can say others said something else. Correct. And that's the problem we have here. Like, I got an email today where a guy goes, hey, how often do you see these coyotes blow up? And I'm like, pretty often. What? My coyote blew up. My number 7 Ringland went, and we say, where's Papi Trump? Do we have, and we say bye-bye? I don't think we have, and we say bye-bye. Yeah, Tervis intaker, not one more. Come on, EPA stand. I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna find it. This is Trump. I'm gonna come. Fail horn. We suck, son of a bitch. Stupid, not that guy. I don't have bye bye. Dang it, I don't have bye bye. Okay, so we suck again. Absolutely, we suck again. We suck again. I have my number 7 Ringland went to shit at 10 psi. Wait a minute, Alex. How could it go? It's a mass-produced engine. It's ka-chunk together. The guy might have gone to brake a little early and not gap the rings a little. Whatever. Did I sit there and go, well, I think I'm going to call Ford about this 10 PSI blowing up a Coyote. Oh, you mean effectively doubling the horsepower? Yeah. Why do you think the rev limiter is set so low on Coyotes? Why do you think the car doesn't necessarily make a lot of power from the factory? Why is it that some cars wake right up with a tune? Because the fucking factory has to warranty it, so they soften the shit out of it. So the moment you effectively remove any of its limits, there goes reliability. My Ringland went on an NA Gen 1 car. They all blow up. Sounds like a YDBT short. Everyone blows up. But just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Even the built Coyotes are blowing up at 1,000 horsepower. Right. Name your favorite engine builder. Anyone. Blew up the motor. What do you mean? The guy he built a forged, sleeved, cammed, rod and piston, Coyote Trinity, 4.6, 4-valve, and then the owner got it. IATs could have been an issue. Rev limiters, burnouts, dumb shit, lack of oil, whatever. Shit happens. And I've heard of so many cars blowing up and people were like, well, how the hell did that happen? It's called racing. I need to try some cookies. When's the next giveaway? Today at 9 o'clock. We'll start giving away. Actually, we're just going to give cookies and coffee. Again, guys, if you have an MT82 core that you need to sell and you're not doing nothing with, hit up Ben Calamer. He needs some cores. The Gen 1 Coyote built a couple of years ago with a Roush blower and had broke 4 pistons. Bondobird broke. Bondobird broke. And I don't know how he could have broken. He was shifting at 9,700 RPMs on a stock Gen 1 bottom end. Pikachu face. How the hell did that happen? Oh, I'm slapping shit around. And then I guess even worse, I think he let a bolt go through the fire. I don't know. What happened? What exactly happened, Bondo Bird, with your car that it ate itself after a little while? How safe is it to run M1, M5 on an NA Gen 3 Mustang? Lots of people in the SoCal. Okay, you stop at SoCal. You stop at SoCal. Bye-bye. SoCal doesn't know shit about the Coyote game. You know what other tuners have told you. SoCal's out there, M1, M5. They tell you it's NA stock bottom end, and it's a built 14-to-1 compression, motherfucker, on Holly. Oh, no, stock computer, stock this, stock that. Motherfucker has a Turbo 400 M1, 14-to-1 compression. South California is AIDS to the Coyote community. They're stuck in 2017 still. Still in 2017. Sorry. Anything South California says, I don't even fucking listen. Fuck that. When it comes to Coyote. Tech Savvy Hitters. Yeah, that's my fault. I genuinely didn't know that. So even with built motors, they're unreliable. Why does he keep saying reliable? He has to be a troll. Gotta be a troll, right? You gotta be a troll to say reliable and 1,000. There's only one car that's reliable at 1,000, and it's a Bugatti. I still can't believe Tervis isn't a member by now. List 20,000 in parts. Person's first questions. What's the top speed? Interested to hear if you have any updates on which clutch you'll be going with on the GT500. It'll probably be an RPS. One of the guys from Fat House, and I don't know if he's a manager or a shop owner or just a tech. I don't know. He's like, you should go with an RPS. If you're going to go with diaphragm style clutch, non-slipper, aka long arm style, I would go with an RPS because I'm going to street drive the car pretty often. And he's like, you probably want that. And obviously you're not going to get the best 60-foot time and you're going to shock the suspension a little more. But if you were going to go with a diaphragm style clutch, an RPS is what I would go with. Pushes 1,000 horsepower on stock parts, blows up, Pikachu face. RPM force induction, that means pressure is building. Look, stop. Look at Troviate. Stop. Or big block 682, 582 big block. Nothing is reliable at 1,000 horsepower. I'm sorry. Even a big block 572. Reliable. When you build a Coyote, you're only giving it a better chance to live longer, not a guarantee. What is Tervis talking about with a 572? I think he meant that is reliable at 1,000 horsepower. Nothing is reliable at 1,000 horsepower. Again, look up the word reliable. Let's do it together because you motherfuckers are dense. Reliable. Reliable. What's reliable mean? Consistently good in quality or performance, able to be trusted. So, would you look at a Coyote car that makes 1,000 horsepower and you think it consistently good quality or performance and able to be trusted? Fuck no. You could say, fast as fuck, boy. Makes all the cool sounds, boy. But when you say reliable, yeah, no, fuck no. Like, you're not reliable, right? Like, how many of you are reliable? Right? How many of you haven't hit on like some girl that broke up with her ex, or broke up with her man, but you knew him? Like, let's say you guys know somebody in a friend group, right? And you hear the hot ass chick dump homeboy that you know, and you go, oh man, that's fucked up. If you need anything, I'm around. You're not trustworthy. You're not reliable. You're a fuck. So most of us are not reliable. So we are about as reliable as a 1,000 horsepower GT500. Google's going to list Coyote and LS engines as antonyms. 572 crammed into a new edge of straight eye candy. Not on this build though. I'm sticking with a small block. True Viate, do you understand how many chicken and waffles you got to make to afford a 572? Okay, let's go to Waffle House. Waffle House. Okay, let's look at the menu. Beyond the menu, let's look at a Waffle House menu. Okay, here we go. Waffle House. This is where Tervis works. One of his jobs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go to food. Okay, and we're going to go to lunch, breakfast. Yeah, chicken and waffles. Let's go. Egg, waffles, omelets, breakfast. Okay, let's go to waffles, right? Pecan. Oh, man, that's it? There's no, like, chicken? Let's try a pecan waffle and get super fucking sugared up. Pecan waffle, sausage. Let's do a large sausage. Let's do a large bacon. There's 1,180 calories. Let's add some chocolate chips and peanut butter chips because we are from the South. Sick. Okay, so how much is it? Like, how much is it? It don't say how much it is. Okay, I added to menu. Wait, how come oh, that's nutrition? Okay, how much is chicken and waffle? Jeez, I can't spell chicken. And waffle at waffle. There you go. Okay, so one breast, $7.25, grilled chicken and eggs. Okay, $9.25. So, okay, so $9.25. So Steve, what was that? Morris Engines. Yeah, let's look at a big block. I'm fucking Tervis talking all this dumb shit. Engines. SMX, SML, big block Chevy packages. Okay, we're gonna go up to 15. Oh, please. Mullet. Oh God, fuck me, right? That's big black cock right here. Okay, 1,500 horsepower, 53 complete starting packages, 53,000. So let's say So how many times is $9? You know how many? Oh my Lord. So what? How do we do that? 53,000 divided by 995? 53,000 divided by 9.95. You got to make 5,326 chicken and waffles, Tervis. Okay? To be able to afford. Bro, shut up. You're so stupid. You're psycho. He's reliable when he doesn't need people breathing down his neck. Tervis 2,000 horsepower, 352 will be reliable. Tervis has to work double the 5,300 chicken and waffles. Bro, forget the 572. He can buy 2 double wides making waffles. That's not bank, brother, but congrats on the job. He's at 14 and 19 hour is bank. Does he know that McDonald's motherfuckers start at 20? Does he know that McDonald's workers start at $20 an hour? Sheesh. This is the most ridiculous adventure to prove a point, and I love it. Piggy bank, with today's inflation, even 19 an hour isn't too much. Bro, I started working on jet engines at 25 an hour, and I thought I was broke. Is that the motor that uses oilless bearings? No, that's this one. The motor that uses oilless bearings is, let me see, SteveMorrisEngines.com. I think that's the one that has the Freedom fucking red, white, and blue super duper American derp. Let me see. She's such a hater. Bro, I'm a realist, okay? Big black cock packages right here. We got Freedom. Okay. Wait, what? 21,400. Wait, no, that's something else. Oh, this is the cheap big block. This is what he gave away the other day. Remember on the giveaway, he gave away a Freedom motor because America. 26,995. Optional engine dyno calibration of this engine is $1,500 hairs. So let me see. Okay, this is the one the El Camino drives, and I guarantee there's no fucking price. There's no way you got a price on this. $58,995 hairs. My goodness. Imagine putting that into a car and it lasting one race. Sheesh. Crazy stuff. Bro, I'm dead. You forgetting he has to pay taxes. He doesn't, and he probably claims 50 on his fucking ship. Can I affirm that bit as reliable as a stripper's father? Sheesh. Okay, someone paid, so might as well get there. Ruslan Z, how you doing, Ruslan Z? Appreciate you with the big donation. You tuned my 14 Paxton on max PSI on E, stock motor and trans. I drove it like a madman. She took it like a champ. But I knew catastrophic engine failure is around the corner. 1 year of hell, then got hydrolocked in a flood rain. So nothing to do with the tuning, nothing to do with anything. He went over a big fucking puddle and is sucked in water and bada bing, bada boom, saso, se acabó el party.
Ooh, what's that smell?
But 1 year of beating the absolute living shit out of a Gen 1 and he didn't have issues. So it was reliable. We got Man of War gave me $7. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate you very much. Tervis V6 is reliable. Tervi to his Waffle House customer. Yeah, I could have worked at the parts farm, but I didn't need anyone breathing down my neck. If the parts farm is on right now, how much were you willing to pay anybody coming right off the street and you would house them, feed them? All they got to do is work at your shit, tear cars apart, run the dyno, post on social media. Like, what would you pay somebody that would basically come in, work 8 hours or 10 hours a day? Or if you're Mike H, you work 8 and go home. If not, you'll get divorced. And then operate the dyno. I guarantee they'll probably pay them over $20 an hour and you have access. You got dibs on parts. Imagine you're building a piece of shit V6 Mustang in your not garage with the electricity, the wires, bare wires sticking out the bitch, catching trees on fire. And you say no to a company willing to house you, pay you, and give you first dibs on car parts. At 22 years old when you have nothing going on. Unbelievable. Predators are stronger than Coyote. Is that what you wanted to hear? I guess so. I'm just asking Ian. Okay, what's he saying now? What's he saying now? I thought the Predators were stronger. What is happening? He's got to be a troll. Guys, he's got to be a troll. He's got to be a troll. My God. I hear on 3 turbos are reliable, not gated. Predators or Coyotes basically just... Wait. Predators are Coyotes basically with a blower. That's how you know this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, not even close. Predators are a 5.2, better block, better crank, solid, good oil pump gears, good crank sprocket, better rods, better everything, better heads, better cams. I like how he says basically a Coyote. It's a Coyote variant. Well, a Voodoo is basically a Coyote if it wasn't for the crank, cams, and heads. Don't forget the fringe benefits of using a dyno, lift, tools, access to parts. Shaking my head. Alex at 22 years old hears that in Georgia, that's close to a track, Lyons, Georgia. Some guy is saying, I'll put you up. You just got to work, tear cars apart, drive them, post on social media. You got a dyno you can use. You can work after hours. If a car comes in and you want a part, I can probably cut you a deal on that part, but we still got to make money on these cars. I would have jumped at that shit. I had nothing going on. I wasted 9 or so years of my life between 22 and 31. Stupid. Now I'm catching up. Keep your boosted Gen 1 on 85 at 700 horsepower off the limiter, and it'll probably be reliable enough to save your rods, pistons, but take too long, and that bitch gonna die eventually. What does real Texas heavy hitters drive? Again, he's saying stuff that, and again, this is why I made it members only previously, because I wanted to avoid that, but it is a little interesting hearing these conversations on the Tuesday show. Only Clee could pop a Steve Morris motor that quick. If it was Steve, I'd send him back to Texas Beat and let them deal with the fallout of dealing with Cletus, says SK Jeff. So my thoughts on that are this. So Peep tunes him. And I think Garrett in the video said, it's not Pete's fault. I told him I want to give all the sauce. So, okay. Steve Morris, a guy who builds some of the most badass all-out engines on the planet, tells you, I really wouldn't push this past 35 PSI. Maybe 40 once or twice, but I wouldn't really push it past 35 PSI. And you run 740s, 30s, and 20s at that boost, chilling. And then you, as a guy that has, maybe you own the stuff, but you don't know anything about the stuff, you tell your tuner, let's go to 45, 50 PSI. And, I love Pete. He seems like a nice guy. I'm sure he protested. He said, we're going to send a rod out this bitch, right? And there was no way he could have been surprised that happened. Again, I'm not placing blame on anyone but the owner. The owner said, let's fucking send it. So they sent it. And that's what happens when you send it. $58,000 down the drain. But that's part of racing, unfortunately. He can afford to do it. That motor was reliable. That's a good one. Steve Morris would look at you in the face and go, this sumbitch reliable at 35 PSI. And if at 35 PSI and you've logged every pass and you've never been past 35 PSI, there's a massive failure, I'm sure he would feel bad. Shit, I told him it was 35 PSI reliable and the sucker quit and he logged every pass and no more than 35. I did something wrong. But if you said 45, 50 PSI through the bitch, he's like, well, yeah, of course it blew up. So it's not reliable past 35 PSI. So that's a great way of putting it. 35 PSI, that motor was not a problem. After that, you saw what happens. It lasted a year. Drag and drive, did his thing, went 200 miles an hour, da-da-da-da-da. And then he turned it up and it blew up. So he needs an SMX. But the problem is that SMX is no joke. You probably have to reconfigure the whole fucking car, like the whole car. Holy chat, this is going to give me nightmares, exactly. The only time a car is reliable is when it's parked in a garage. Stock 2JZ is garbage compared to a stock Gen 2 Coyote. Absolutely. Nobody... So they took apart the notch motor. So Garrett's notch Godzilla ate itself. It ate a rod. By the way, Ty, you seem like a nice guy. Rod and bearing material have nothing to do with coyotes blowing up. Like, I don't know where you heard that about boosting coyotes and rod bearing material. No. Literally not. Any coyote that I've seen run 8s or high 7s has a different bearing material. They're literally bone stock long blocks that have been 7s and 8s. So maybe he misheard something. But that thing ate a bearing, and I'm gonna actually defend the Godzilla here. I don't think it has anything to do with the engine. I think they ran methanol in that thing, and it chocolate milked the oil. And the lack of lubricity ate up that bearing. That's what I think. But who knows? It's still a Godzilla. It's junk. And I love how James, I love that guy. He's like, stock bottom Mandel Les would have done better. I'm like, you're right. You're right. It's better than a Godzilla, which I've been saying for 3 years now. But yesterday's chat is not today's chat. No. Brett said 1 sick week of 5.2 Predator block. Yes, but I think the sleeve is thicker, so the displacement is still 5.0, I think. Only they know, guys. They're not going to tell you everything about that shit. Alice bringing in the peasant was a horrible experiment, and I love it. People really think that a stock 2J can make 1,000 horsepower. We're talking about the same guy who put a vehicle in park on a rolling dyno. Yeah, what are you going to do? I want to put a fuel system on my Gen 1 Paxton, but I know a night of drinking and I'll be putting a 3.3 pulley on it. Yep, it's addicting because they just respond well until it doesn't. Alex, if I have cat deletes on my car and running with strong with them, would getting LTH be worth an extra horsepower for the price of their install? No. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you already deleted the cats and someone else tuned you, because we would never say that at Lund, and you put long tube headers, you'll see a minimal gain. 441 watching, 212 likes. Guys, it's basically a peasant chat. Bro, it's just a bad troll. That's all. He's just being a troll. Coyote's king because it's the only one that's running 7s unopened. 100%. because no LS on the planet or LT on the planet, nothing done to from intake to oil pan, nothing can run 7s in the platform that it came in, right? Brian Luna went 820s. Corey Grayley's been 870s, and he's a big dude, and the car's over 3,600 pounds. But you saw what happened with the Texas guys and a couple of other guys that we tuned that literally have a stock long block and nothing done to it, and it's been 7s. Stock bearings, too. Ellis is a performance engine. Of course, it would have been better. Okay, oh my God, stop it. I'm not here to brag on him, but what I'm saying is he basically proved our point that the Godzilla is a trash-ass engine stock bottom end. And Brian Wolf must be going, God damn it, what the fuck is it? I told you from the get-go, a stock bottom, listen to me, gentlemen. A stock bottom end 5.3 is better than a stock bottom end Godzilla. Now, if you're going to build it, if you're going to send it through the moon, sure, you want displacement, rods, pistons, sleeves, badass shaft rocker system, big stupid cam. Yes, now you have a massive motor that can make a lot of power. Yep. Just like a big block, just like a Steve Morris engine, just like anything else, just like a fully built LS. So you haven't proven anything if you're making 900 horsepower on a Godzilla. Like, no one gives a shit. Tanner Van Dam says, thoughts on boosting the Gen 2 Voodoo? I think it's very good. I think 10, 11, 12 PSI is a good time. 900 horse or so, twin turbo. It's going to be a good time. It's going to live a long life. It's a happy, happy car. Damn, it's been 3 years since you talked about the Godzilla. I remember watching your skits back in 2015. Alex, FFRE can bore the sleeve to 3.7, which makes it a 5.2. FFRE supposedly is going to get a Godzilla. I don't know. It's a built motor at that point, so I'm sure they can make big power. You just have to show me that a Godzilla similarly modded can outpace a Coyote. So let's just say you get a Predator block. You sleeve it. You put GT350 heads, good cams, Plasma Man, just O-ringed, the whole 9-yard countersink, all the sauce. And then you do similar stuff to the Godzilla. Can you make the case that the Godzilla can hold up to that boost and reliability the same as a Coyote? I don't know that. But they're going to try it, and that's smart. Why not get into something else? They already do Lamborghini stuff. They do Calvo Viper stuff. They do Coyote stuff. So why not get into the Godzilla stuff, built motor stuff? And I would say, sure, built motor, badass. But don't look at me with your fucking stupid fucking face and say that stock bottom end Godzillas are nasty. Stock bottom end LSs are better, lighter, and can go faster than a stock bottom end Godzilla. I said it. The best thing to compare a Godzilla to is an LS. Not a Coyote. Coyote's in a complete different league. The heads cam combo is what makes them better. If LS had a dual overhead cam setup, could probably be the same. The cam timing ability of the pushrod VA stock cam isn't where blah, 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 whatever. Trevor, you missed out on the opportunity to work for the part from Mr. Free Tuvav in New Orleans. Just keep entertaining yourself in the dark. Could you imagine this channel opened the doors, 2 doors for him, car and a job, and he said no to both because I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to take any handout. Okay, cool, got it. Perico Loco says, trying to go through all these poor chats give me sideshow vibes. Bro, did you guys see the video that I posted on Instagram about the guys in the sideshow and the truck? These guys get in a circle. They pour gasoline in a circle, meaning the fire is going as they're pouring the gasoline. So what do you think happens? The fire makes its way to the container. And the guy goes, oh shit! Throws the container in the middle. A Sierra or a Tahoe or a GMC or a 1500 truck starts doing donuts, hits the can, lights motherfuckers on fire. I'm like, oh my God, stop it. I didn't work on my 40 hours this week, so I couldn't afford the membership fee. What did Donnie say? Predator blocks are good for 1,500. The rods and pistons are only good for around 1,000. Well, are we talking crank or are we talking crank or are we talking flywheel? Because that's when it gets real sketchy. The truck throwing flames was hilarious. Sleeve a Predator and it's good to 2,000 plus. Whoa. Whoa. This motherfucker's talking that shit. Getting handed a better job is the best thing ever. Working at the airport making $4 more an hour at Walmart is working, and I'm working with two of my best friends. There you go. I don't want a convertible. Yeah, he said I didn't want a convertible. Like, imagine someone giving you a car, a stock V8 Mustang that is a spaceship compared to the fucking hunk of shit that's in your driveway right now, Tervi. And you said, no, I don't want a convertible. Wait, what? I gotta go to New Orleans? Shit, I gotta bring my blick out because you never know what happens in New Orleans. You mean a fucking free car? A free convertible that runs, drives, has AC, and the windows work? And you didn't want that? Sheesh, there is no helping that dude. Dude slips and drops the gas can. See that sideshow in Austin where they made APD car back away? Yep, stupid. Go to a sideshow, hang out in the parking lot, talking about plastic wheels, straight Starlight headline. To be honest, I caught him on a bad day. They were using methanol on the Godzilla because they didn't have an intercooler. The Coyote that won its class was running ethanol R1 with an air-to-air intercooler. Like, I don't understand why people... First of all, who cares? Like, who cares? I am just blown away that a combo is like retarded and your Pikachu face when retarded stuff happens. You're like, wait a minute. You're gonna do retarded stuff. Yup. The combo's retarded. Yup. And you're gonna go try to race it and drive it 1,000 miles. Yeah. I want to work on my car at 3 a.m. wearing nothing but a diaper with a joint on my hand. I'm gonna do it. Wow, Tervi. You're such a boss, motherfucker, bro. I mean, I wish I was you. I respect that, Tervi. I would never do it, but I respect it. That's the spirit, Tervi. Thank God we never accused Tervi of being smart. Never. That will never happen. He has a number 2 tattooed on his neck. A number 2. Like, out of all things, he has a number 2 tattooed on his neck. Who is texting me? Okay, just making sure, because the guy that bought my car is driving it back, so I want to make sure he's good. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. I do deserve the right to decline and accept stuff. You think that the opportunities that were offered to you were bad opportunities? Why don't you clue us in as to an average day in the life of Tervi? Please, please, please. Let me know what an average day in the life of Tervi is. Well, first of all, I get up and I eat my Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. Then, after I do that, I don't brush my teeth. I forget to put deodorant on. I take a shit and give it about 75% effort of wiping my ass. Then I go to Waffle House. And I don't let anyone breathe down my neck. If someone wants eggs over easy, fuck you, they're getting fried. If you want scrambled, fuck you, you're getting poached. I do what I want. Could you imagine being that? You're a non-playable character. You know what I mean? Like when you play Grand Theft Auto, Tervi is that guy sitting in the chair that in front of a store. While you're out there, you know, doing the thing and stealing airplanes and landing them and trying to stop that goddamn train that nothing can stop, apparently. You could land a jumbo jet on the train tracks. That train will just bomb. So there's this one guy like walking in the weeds. That's Tervi, a non-playable character, someone that is inconsequential. And you want to be somebody. You have to make moves that put you in a position to be able to grab a joystick and become part of the game. But you're not. You're working at Waffle House, working on a piece of shit in your driveway that sucks. You'll never do shit with it. You'll never be known for it. Your claim to fame is this show. This is it. If it wasn't for this show, you would be even more of an NPC. Stop. I love you, but god damn it. You've got to do a live Q&A with Tervis special edition. Oh, it'll be a special edition. Real Texas heavy hitters, bro, I love you. Get caught up on the show. We got people that are vested in the Tervi saga. He can't be over 25. No way. Tervi's a GTA character. He is literally the guy that is at the gun store and you go in there and he doesn't even move. You pick the guns yourself. You pick the put. You pick the satchel. You pick the parachute and you leave. And the guy's still like this in front of the fucking gun store. Turk and Bean says, but Alex, Tervi wants someone to give him a built S550 for free and then he'd take it. Or if it was a rusted out V6 1995, he'd take that. That's what I'm talking about. See potential. Oh, that he sounds just like my brother. He sounds just like my brother. My brother could be a Tervi. I love him, but he's not all there. You know, he's that guy that will want to all-wheel drive swap a Proto J5. He's that guy that I don't know. I think he has a YouTube channel for all I fucking know. And I don't know. I just can't help someone who's helpless. And they are in their own head. People like Tervi are in their own head thinking that what they're going to do, and even if they don't make it, they'll say, well, I don't care if I don't make it, but I'm going to do it my way. Cool. What's going to happen when you're 55 and you've done it your way your whole fucking life and you ain't got shit? You haven't done shit. Nobody knows who you are. And your car is still on the same motherfucking cinder blocks it's been on for 25 years. If it wasn't for the show, he would still have exposed wiring in the trees. NPCs in GTA have more sense. Right. An NPC, if you go to an NPC on GTA and you swing at him, he'll run away. Tervi Melapela says Omar Garza. Trevor from GTA isn't even that bad. He's crazy, but he's smart. Tervi has the IQ of a literal being. Wait a minute. You're talking about reliability and 1,000 horsepower. So you... Here for the first time in a while, and I'm mad I slacked. I came back from Cooper's podcast. Keep up with the realness, man. Guys, have you seen how many views that got? Okay, I'm genuinely impressed. Now, I don't know if people that watch Spaghetti Studios, if people that watch Cooper Baghetti's podcast watched it for me, or they just enjoyed the conversation that much that they thought it was super awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it has 100. Okay, look at the views. And this is, you know, I'm a nobody, right? I'm just some dumb coyote douchebag. YDBT, 104,000 views. This is a 3-hour-long podcast. Then you got Brad Vasco. Tom Bailey got 30,000 2 weeks ago. Parker Mitchell, he ain't going to get shit. No offense. He's just not interesting. I don't know who this is. And Derek Putnam, again, I think he's in a track announcer. But I guess people just liked our conversation because we jotted all over the place. Now, I want to do a follow-up because I want to talk to him more about drag and drive stuff, his experience on drag and drive. And I think because we interviewed each other, it was good. It wasn't all about me. It was a conversation. Unfortunately, when you watch some of these podcasts, these people just wait for a question to be answered as opposed to making it a conversation. Again, guys, you got to look at it as people at work listening to guys bullshit. And if one guy is just waiting for like Cooper to interview a guy, you got to make it a conversation. It's got to be a back and forth. And I'm really good at having conversations with absolute fucking nobodies. I love it. Not that he's a nobody, but I can have a conversation with anyone. And Cooper was very interesting. He has interesting views and he's great on camera. The podcast with Cooper was good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I watched it for you, says Jason Ventimiglia. You're right, D-Rock Fox. I never have and never will. What did D-Rock Fox say about Homeboy? Evan Smith. Only old Blue Eyes can say I did it my way. Exactly. D-Rock Fox says, Tervi Racing. What do you even race? I bet you haven't even had anything over 300 horsepower and been down the quarter mile. He probably can't stage a car. He goes, probably right. I never have and never will. Wow. Way to have some pep in that. What the fuck is wrong, people? All right, guys, let's give away some cookies and coffee. Again, $100 off any order, $1,000 and up at DNAHighPerformance.com if you mention the show. Again, something's $1,000. Mention the show. It's $900. That's a good look. So again, DNAHighPerformance.com. Thank you very much for doing that. So that is a constant. Now we're going to give away coffee and cookies. Let's give away the coffee first. Who wants coffee? I'd give it to Tervis, but I don't think coffee's going to help you wake up at 10 a.m. You're already 4 hours late to the party. Actually, 5 hours. I get up at 4:30 every day, go to the gym at 5, come back here at 6:15, have my lunch, do some editing, upload some podcasts, and by 8 o'clock, I'm ready to roll on the other job. I work straight through. I might do I might do a stream. I'm sorry. I'm one of these guys that just gets it and goes to work. And it's paid off nicely. And I'm never going to look and say, if anyone ever says to me, it must be nice. Bro, sit next to me for a day. I spent 9 hours on the dyno yesterday. I almost died. Stupid. 50 months of Bicho or 50 meals made by Tervis. Did I make the right choice? I like it, Tracy Miller. I could use a cookie. We're doing coffee first. Tax returns in season, DNAHighPerformance.com deals? Sheesh, Tervis, I don't want coffee. I want to make my own coffee. You know what? Fuck Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to grow my own fucking trees, and I'm going to make sure that I have better coffee. And even if it's not better, it's at least the coffee I made. My God. I'll give you my right foot for coffee, says Half Bolted On. Tervis will just turn it down and won't do coffee unless it's his way. I need cooking for my 12-hour night shifts. I think he meant coffee. Just ran out of coffee. Really been wanting to try some Don't My God coffee. Says Craven Moorhead. I like the name. Can I have some cookies, por favor? Hey, Craven Moorhead. You get the coffee because I just like the name. Craven Moorhead. Craven Moorhead. Melissa, can you do me a big favor, young lady, and get this guy or EPA, whoever is available, and get this gentleman a coffee on behalf of DoMyGodCookies.com. DoMyGodCookies _ LLC. Hit him up. Get him going. Craven Moorhead gets the coffee. Now we're doing cookies. Tervis wakes up and goes back to sleep. Says David Godinez, the crew chief. Hey, what time is it? 10 a.m.? Ah, fuck that. I'm going back to fucking bed. 12, 1, 2, gets up. Oh, half the day's over. Fuck. Let me go make a video real quick. Vertical. Takes the video vertically. Oh, what's up, man? The fucking electrical is up. But you know what happened? This motherfucker was like, yo, man, that's not legal. And I'm like, fuck you, it's not legal. Narc. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to do it my way. I don't give a fuck what he says. Code my ass. What a life. I'm telling you, what a life. Can I get some divorce cookies? You got divorced? Shit. What happened, brother? Hey, Kim McAllister. Are you actually getting divorced? I need proof that you're getting divorced. I need it. I need the proof now. Let's go. That's funny. It's like, can I get some divorce cookies? I love that shit. What's his name again? Ken McAllister. You got to prove to me that you're getting divorced. Waffle House probably doesn't trust Tervis to refill the ketchup bottles. Omar Garza, that was pretty funny. What did he say? Tervis takes a nap before bed. Tervis takes a nap before bed. How are you liking the vet's responses to the mod you're doing? Okay, Silver Surfer SS. I have come to the conclusion, like we came to the conclusion a long time ago, that LS has need a cam, like you read about. It's not moving the air efficiently. It's really struggling to get that air in and out quickly to produce horsepower. Just like I've always said, LSs don't do shit without a cam. So, what are the next mods? Let's put it up for a debate for the LS guys in the audience. I could do the following. I could do a cam with the current boost setup and see what that does. Or I could do a ported snout, blower, and cold air, and a throttle body, the whole intake system. Which one would you do? Let's put up a poll. And which one would you do? Blower, snout, and CAI, or a cam on the current boost? What do you guys want to see done next on the ZR1? it's performing really well, but I think it just needs help moving that air across. So whatever you guys think we should do, we'll do it. I like he says throw a cam in. Guys, I got to take the blower off. Everything's got to come off. So if I take the blower off, everything, and do a cam in it, and then I do a blower snout setup, I got to take that off again. So I'm trying to see what's the best way to do it. Give me them cookies. I need them for my drive to work at 2 a.m. We're running tax sales, says DNA High Performance. YOLO sales, Alejandro sales. Email us. Mention the show. We'll take care of you. DNAHighPerformance.com. Cam and pulling because the cam will lower boost. Cam and pulley? Like a lower? I already have a 255 upper. LS guys, what about the rest of the letters? LGBTQRST, chop, 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 cam for the chop. No point in more air without that cam. You do have a actual point. Throw that hell yeah brother cam in it. Maker chop, sun, paint protection. Yes, it's going to get a complete ceramic coat, the whole 9 yards next week or so. Head and cam. No, head and cam? You want me to do head and cam? Look, I want there to be lineage. So if I do cam, heads, and a blower inlet, well, that blows everything out of the water. What if it makes another 150, 200 horsepower? Then I don't have any way of showing you the lineage. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me answer this text real quick. Let me see. Dead air, dead air. People don't like dead air. If you do a cam without heads, you're just wasting my time and money, brother. You'll be taking the motor apart twice. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Do the cam first. You can always do the other mods later. So you guys think I should do cam and heads now, then blower, snout, and cold air intake? Is it true the LS9 lids are restrictive? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Need that Cletus Bald Eagle cam. I've lost 40 pounds, but I want cookies. Fail. Texas Spee has some gnarly LS cams. Just saying. I want it to flow, but I also want it to be super gay and chop a certain way. Cam for sure. The cam is holding it back more. Plus the amazing sounds. Okay, cam it is. I'll talk to Rami. The BTR Stage 3 LS9 is pretty impressive. I'll talk to Rami and see what he says. I'll talk to the guy that's helping me tune the car. I'll see what he suggests. But I definitely want to be gay, and it has to chop a certain way. Look, if it doesn't chop like this, I don't want it. I don't want it if it don't chop like this. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Nah, I don't like it. I want it to be dumb. I want it to be like gay. Like dumb, you know? Stupid. Oh my lord, with the production. Shut the fuck up. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Nah. Damn, he's got a big throttle body, the Lingenfelter snout, some bullshit billet pieces in here. Jesus, he's got a lot of shit going on. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. No, I don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry about your ear. So where's the ZR1 cammed? Let's listen to some cammed. I want it to sound dumb. There it is. Just like that. Yep. Give me that. What cam? ZR1 idle. GP tuning stage 3 cam. GP tuning stage 3 cam. Oh, it's cold. Oh my god. Could you imagine starting my car in the fucking complex at 6 a.m. sound like this? Warm idle. Let's see warm idle. Okay, so it looks like a GP tuning stage 3 cam it is. Maybe you guys would say differently, but that thing sounds pretty freaking gnarly. I love it. There's a guy spamming the flex sensor. Blower cam. Tervis life is literally a conspiracy theory. Stage 2, you want it to sound like an RX-7. We talked about it on the other channel. You got to look at most of the cams that Race Proven Motorsport does. Chop is a must on the vet. You'll have to upgrade the valves, train with a cam anyway. Correct. So you're saying heads too. So you're saying cam and heads. Fuck, I got to take it to somebody because I ain't doing that. And I heard it's like fucking $5,000 just for the labor. Chop so hard it vibrates. Go with RPM or Texas Speed Cam. GPI SS3. I hear a shot. God, that's the goal right there. Yep, that's the goal. That's the goal. The GP tuning stage 3. Let's go. And then I got to do what? Springs and heads? $5,000 just for labor? Shit. Got to get those City Walk chopsticks. Remember as I'm sure you do. Big enough cam memes, valve train to match. Correct. I'm not just going to stuff a cam in there, guys. I'm not stupid. So if this needs to happen, do I got to do the heads too? Again, do I have to do the heads too? Like a ported set of stock heads. Ported stock heads, Frankenstein ported heads, good valve train, choppity chop, GP, stage 3, whatever the fuck. I'll talk to people. We'll see. Because if that's the one you guys want, and that's the one I want, because if it makes like 700 with heads, cam, and 260 GT on 14 PSI, I'm a happy guy. Look at Race Proof Motorsports head cam packages they sell. They make killer power. That's all he does. Newer stuff. They can swap springs without removing heads. Wish my Coyote would chop like that. Put a TSP dumpster fire cam in that. Where's the guy that said he got divorced? He wanted divorce cookies. I need to hit him up, get him the cookies. Check out the Slayer package, ZO1 from LMR. They have the cam idle video. Clapping like a motherfucker. Do that, whatever that yellow car is doing exactly. Yep, heads and cam. Okay, heads and cam. Look, just drive it, Alex. Look, I love that car. But you and I both know there's one thing when you pull up to a ZR1 that sounds like mine. If it ain't chopping like a motherfucker, nobody cares. So, you know, I might have to do it. Gotta admit, I see why you guys get cams ASAP. You don't need to, but you have to, you don't have to, but you should have save time and money. Look, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm saying the next mod in the ZR1, what should it be? More boost or cam? You will need to do trunnion upgrade to your rockers and springs. Ported heads aren't a must, but it'll obviously make more power. FYI, Alex has 5 Mexicans off camera helping him work on the cars. Divorce dude said he emailed proof. Get out of here. Did he email proof of his divorce? Get out of here. Oh, that's great. If you did, you get the cookies, bro. I love that shit. The credit. Oh, my credit score went up. I don't trust Credit Karma. Credit Karma could suck my dick. Nope, nothing. He hasn't emailed me shit. He's a liar. He's a fucking liar. Your cousin, Men's Warehouse. Are you ready? Nope, nothing. He does not emailed. If he sends it on Instagram, he's fucked. I don't look at shit on Instagram during the show. It's got to be the email. No heads. They're good way past 1,200 stock. Really? Do what I want. You probably wish you did anyway. Save time and money. Guys, all I really want to make is 800 on the thing. Sorry. Coyote, swap the vet. Be done with it. You're not wrong. If you're in there to do the cam, might as well do the heads at the same time while it's apart. Do it once, do it right. I'll talk to people. Yet LS is cheaper. He said emailed you. He did not email me. If he sent me a fucking Instagram fucking message, I'm so sick of people that don't listen. An email is not Instagram. And Instagram is Instagram. Nope. He hasn't. Nope. Nothing. Nothing on Instagram, nothing on email. He's lying. He has not emailed me shit. If you sent me something on Instagram, I can't get it. I have 500 fucking messages, dude. There's nothing there that I can't find you. What's good, dude? Says Angel Puerto Rico. Did my PMAS email get through? Yes, and I sent it to Nick James. So Eric, email PMAS and say, hey, I'm the winner of the $50 off, and see if you can claim it when you make a purchase over there. Or add a call in 2650. Fuck no. I am not getting a 2650. I want a 2.3. I want it to whip up fast. Ken McAllister. Was that you, Ken McAllister? Because I did not get an email. It's ydbt4, the number 4, life@gmail.com. Someone said check spam. I already checked spam. I checked spam. I'm on the spam tab right now. There ain't fucking shit on it. Spam, nothing on it. Nope. The mobile monkey is on spam. I think I got the address wrong. Okay, Ken, you get it. Fuck it. Because he's divorced, he's losing his shit, and he can't send the email. So maybe that's why he's getting divorced. Maybe you forgot your wife's birthday. Maybe you just didn't bang her enough. You get the cookies, Ken McAllister, so at least you can eat some cookies in your 1-1 efficiency that you're about to live in. You can send a simple email. All right, Ken McAllister gets the cookies. Melissa, do me a big favor, and EPA Lake, please get Mr. Ken McAllister, about to be divorced, some cookies because he couldn't send a simple email to the proper address. So you get the cookies, brother. Don't really need heads with a cam. Just got to swap the valve springs and retainers. I've done a few C6Es. Shouldn't have to take the heads off on a Gen 4 LS to do a cam. Please, no 2650. Got to make the thing dumb to get it to do hard decently down low. Exactly. I know from experience with VMP that if you have a 2650, but you don't have the kill pulley, it does not whip up as fast as a 2.3. You understand? I will post a video tomorrow showing that. I'm going to see if I have... Nah, I don't want to show it now. I'm going to make you guys wait till tomorrow. I didn't want to show you a dyno pull because it sounds absolutely killer. Do you guys want to see a dyno pull on it? I don't know if I should do a dyno pull on this because it sounds... The 2.3 whips up so fast that I don't want a 2650 with moderate boost killing the low end. That's the fun part. It ain't worth chopping like a motherfucker. Ain't worth shit. If it ain't chopping like a motherfucker, it ain't worth shit. You're 100% right. Ken about to share bunk beds with Tervis. Better see those cookies in the Bumble pics. Ken, right. Man's losing it. Kai, no problem. Them likes, please. And JD Bruce. Okay, so let me play a sound clip of the Corvette on the dyno. And you can hear it whips up so fast. It's not even funny. Let me try to get everything situated here before I lose you guys. Okay, here. Okay, got it here. I'm going to post it up. Display capture. Okay, display capture. Okay, so check out the Corvette on the dyno. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here it is. Okay, so Corvette on the dyno. It's got a 2.55 pulley, 2-inch American Racing headers, FFE, Borla catback, Sunoco 260 GT. If you have headphones, you might want to take them off. It's fucking loud. Tomorrow. It's going to air tomorrow. You guys will absolutely love 40 minutes of sounds, sights, everything. Everything was popping off in that video. It's a good time. To be honest, limiting factor of all manual LSs is the clutch. They're massive. A clutch upgrade, depending on the size and weight, is worth a huge gain. Ken just gave me another reason not to get married. My 2650 hits hard as fuck. What's your boost setup? Are you at 21 PSI? I'm not looking to make 21 PSI on a fucking 2650 on Sunoco 260 GT. 17, 16, I make 800, but it doesn't hit as hard as a 2.3 whipping up that quick. Not even close. Can you post the video after the live for the members? It kills it. It kills the algorithm, man. If I post the stuff for the members, I might because you guys are members and you're paying guys, so maybe. But I think what happens is if I post it for the members, and you guys get about 1,000 views on that, or 400 views, or there's 700 members. So if 700 people watch that, and then I make it public the next day at 5 p.m., it's as if algorithmically it's already been viewed for a day, and it doesn't push it as much. So I don't know what to do about it. I'm a little conflicted about that, you know? Okay, so this guy sent the email that he said he's getting divorced. So let's see. Inbox. BTR PDS3. This motherfucker. Where are you, bro? Like you said you said you emailed me. And no wonder you get divorced. You still didn't email me. I think I got it this time. No, forget it. Members only today. Have you seen the GM's coming out with a truck's LT4 to compete with the TRX Raptor called the Asteroid Meteor because that's what killed the dinosaurs? I like that. I'll wait for the algorithm and said, make a separate video with a different title. That's not how it works. That's literally not how YouTube works. Where are you located? Okay, Alex out there reconfirming 01 King Daddy again. Like, absolutely, guys. Look, hand of God. Since the day I started this channel, since I worked at VMP, me and Joe Goodenough have always said, C601 is the King Daddy stick shift car, better than the Gen 5 Viper. I'm sorry. It's just a couple of bolt-ons. That bitch kills Vipers. Not even close. Obviously, you go, kill the big block, $300,000 in. Sure, the Viper's Billy badass. But I've always wanted one. And when Joe saw it, when Joe bought my truck and I raised that garage and Joe saw it, Joe went, you could tell he was proud, you know, because I've been through some shit. And Joe was like, there's baby. There she is. I go, yeah. It's like a little trophy to myself. It was a good time. Put up a poll for the members either today or tomorrow. Help algorithm. Look, guys, I don't know how it's going to happen. That's my email. Didn't attach vid. Okay, gotcha. I was going to buy a Jetstream Blue with Z06 30,000 miles, but sold it literally an hour before I got to the dealer. I can't hump, Chico. Let me get some cookies. That shit's gone already. Ken McAllister is getting divorced. He's going to be sleeping in a cot in a 1-1 efficiency thing. Let him get some cookies. Matt Jones says, tire outlet installed on my PP171. I bought mine with 16,000 miles. Now it has 25,000 miles. I bought mine with 40 what? 6? And I think I put 5,000 miles on it. I drive the shit out of it. Again, 1,500 miles was getting it from PA to here. What's Joe hot rodding these days? Joe's got a Merc. Joe's got the truck. Joe's got a little Focus situation. I think he still has the Crown Vic. I think he's got his wife still has the Turbo SN. So he's out there hot rodding it up. No, that's where my dad got his C7Z. I went to Corvette Warehouse down the street, and that's where I was going to buy the Z06. Okay, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You seen any Predator blower swaps on Coyotes come through the tune queue? Yeah, it's stupid. Got my hands on one for my Gen 1. Guessing it tunes like any other 26. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's nothing special about a stock 2650 blower. It's no different than a VMP unported 2650. It's no different. Actually, the VMP probably has better IATs. The Predator blower has IAT issues because of the intercooler design. It's just not super desirable, but it'll make power. It'll make power. Jason Rivera says, dropping a like, and I'm going to go listen tomorrow. Thank you, Jason. Crumbopolis Michael says, thinking of putting an EGR back on my 03 Mach 1, trying to be a good boy. Any negatives? Meth injection, catch can drains, oil pan daily, cruiser. Nothing wrong with that, but are you trying to make it legal, quote unquote? We'll see how that goes. Any cons you have regarding your ZR1? It's not something you want to drive a lot. Right now, it's my only driving vehicle. I have the Notch, but I'm not driving that anywhere. That thing go down the block and it's, the battery cables get hot. It's the craziest thing. I don't think you want to drive the ZR1 a lot. You appreciate it as a late afternoon, Saturday, driving off into some fucking field, like a beautiful windy roads out Beeline Boulevard up into, go all the way into Beeville, Beeline, all that crazy shit down there. Okeechobee, all those crazy back roads. That's where it shines. If you want to turn it on and go to Publix, grab some groceries and it is an awful car for that. I've always liked Joe on the VMP live show. Smart guy, super smart guy. Who makes a Predator blower? Eaton. But Alex has the Cobra on the lid. It has to make more power. Wasn't a Predator blower an Eaton? Yes, it's an Eaton blower. The rotor pack is Eaton. The VMP, Kong, Magnuson, any of those guys. The rotor pack is made by Eaton. I have the Notch, but I'm not driving it. Hell no, I'm not stupid. That thing needs wiring help. It's leaking oil, so I'm going to take it to a Fox Body expert, and I'm going to say, fix the oil leaks, clean up the wiring, relocate the battery back to the stock location. That alone should make it drivable. Getting blown off in the weeds in the ZR1. I love the back road since I got my vet. What is your desired wheel setup for the ZR1? Forge Star CF10s with drag radials in the back. That is my black. That's my ideal setup. Alex, have any Mustangs blown you in the weeds yet? No. Everyone that fucks with me here is a you know what. You know what fucks with me here the most is these guys.
Hellcats and track hoes. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off.
And you know what happens when they get next to me in their 392 or even in their Hellcat on a second gear roll? If they go 1, 2, 3, the Corvette goes, huh! Like between 2,000 and 4,000 RPMs, I'm ahead by a bus, so I just leave it alone. 4-star CF5s, Vs are nice. CF10s are great, I hear. Again, CF10 Corvette. Oh, Jesus. 10 Corvette. Images. This is the wheel setup I want if I was to ever get a wheel setup aftermarket. A Forge Star no. I want the CF10, bitch. Shit. Oh, my dick. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Stop it, Forge Star. C F10. Hey, Forge Star. Forge Star. Hey, we're tight, right? No, we're not tight. But I want these. Okay? I want these shits. I want these shits with a fucking R888 in the back. Whatever tire size this is, that's what I want. That's what I want. It's TPMS's, the whole shit. Fucking, I don't care. $8,000, whatever. This is badass. Sheesh. What a beautiful. That's what I want. That's what I want. Damn, I just bought those. Alex says your average C60. Good for you. Doesn't the Fox need a windshield resealed? Yes, it needs. Guys, easy. One thing at a time. I want to be able to drive it. Okay, I have a car cover, so I can just throw the car cover over the fucking thing if it rains and I don't get wet. But I want to be able to drive it, so I got to get the wiring fixed, the oil leak fixed, and the battery relocated to the front. Did I miss what did I miss the white car sold today? Yes, the white car sold today. She gone, got the cash. We're good. I haven't seen a Hellcat beat anything in like 3 years. Brushed or gloss black? Matte, like a matte finish, because the stock ZR1 wheels are not super glossy, and I don't think a gloss black would look good in my ZR1. Those goes hard as fuck. Look like cup wheels. Do you have 1920 setup like Grand Sport does? I love how Tervis asks if the top of the line ZR1 that was $100,000 when it came out has the same wheel setup as the Grand Sport. My God. CF10s are gorgeous. I've always loved the F14s as well. I love ZR1s on some F14s. Those wheels are badass. So, hey, Alex, to see a 0 to 100 mile an hour for E-Ray Insane, it seemed to be like a 7-second time. Would love to race the ZR1 with my bolt-on Hellcat Challenger. That'd be fun. Honestly, that'd be fun. If you're local, we might be able to do a 60 to 130. Be a good time. 4-star ain't that much. I love Tervis questions. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We let the peasants back in, and it was very apparent that the peasants do make the show a little more lively because they're retarded. But at the end of the day, you know, what are you going to do? I got to involve everybody, and sometimes the members are the only ones that should be chiming in. So I might just do a members-only live stream period that only the members can watch. And that's probably when it comes to direction of builds. You guys told me today I should put cam retainers on the ZR1 and flow that air and see what it does. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to do. I got to find someone local that I trust that can source or that can do the labor for me, because I just don't. I don't have the time to do cam swaps, but I got to get me into a Yukon first, because I want to get me into an SUV that I drive every day so I can not have a problem getting the ZR1, the Notch, and the GT500 worked on while I have just a daily vehicle to do my thing. Again, congratulations to the cookie coffee winners. And again, DNAHighperformance.com. Any order over 1,000, mention the show. Boom, $100 off. Just like that. I'm going to be out of here. I'm not going to miss being in crowd control. I'm going to leave the S550 culture for a little bit. Hopefully in a couple of years, if it gets back to a racing culture, I can get back into something like the red car used to be. It's covered up. I'll have to take that TV down so you can see the red car in its glory. And maybe I can get back into a Gen 2 and have some fun once the bullshit moves on to a completely different platform. But it might be a couple of years. But a house is first. I'm out of here. Thursday, 8 p.m. YDBT Daily. We'll talk some shit then. And then after that, we'll have a dating channel at 9 o'clock. So 1 hour on Thursday, 8 to 9. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., I will release the 40-plus minute video of the ZR1 on the dyno. The goal was 600 because it baselined like at 560 or something like that. So if I can get it to 600, that was my goal. So we'll let you know. If we'll watch the video and we'll see if we can get there with the current setup. But it's definitely asking for me to move more air in it. Right? The inlet, the snout, it's just not flowing. It's just like getting all bunched up, and the motor's just not flowing the air efficiently. So there's obviously a lot of work to be done there. So I'll be looking for a cam. I'll be looking for a guy locally to do some work on the ZR1 that I trust that isn't going to fuck me over. And maybe that'll be the next mod for the ZR1. Again, Thursday, 8 p.m. I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. See you guys later. Bye.